In this class today, we're going to deal with a very important chapter of your cost accounting, which will fetch you around 28 marks in for your 14 marks. You will be getting 14 marks question 2. Okay, and along with you will be getting 6 marks one question. Okay, therefore this chapter will be getting around 34 marks. Okay, very important chapter, and also very easy chapter where you can score 34. Okay, easily you can score 34. Okay, before moving, okay, as you know that we had come across with the cost calculation, and the cost calculation we had come across also the elements of cost, right? So in the elements of cost we are divided the cost in the form of material, labor, right, and other expenses. Under the material we are divided into two. One is direct material and second one will be indirect material. Okay, and also in the expenses part we had divided, okay, expenses in the form of direct expenses and indirect expenses, right? So, and also in the case of wages also we are come across with direct, okay, direct what is that in this, what I'm saying, okay, direct wages, right? So direct wages, if the just a minute, okay, as I'm telling, okay, you have come across with direct wages. Okay, under the direct wage, sorry, wages, we're gonna come across with the two parts. One is, okay, this one, what is it, one is direct wages and indirect wages. Okay, in the indirect wages, okay, all comprises of, okay, all comprises of this one, what is it, indirect expenses, which will be called as overheads. Okay, which will be called as overheads. Is it clear what do you mean by overhead? All indirect expenses which will be called as overheads. Is it clear? Okay, next one. Okay, we're gonna do with the problem. See, in this one, in this chapter you'll be getting one, okay, one mathematical simultaneous equation. What do you mean by overhead? Overhead means the total of all indirect, the total of all indirect expenses, which will be called as overheads. Okay, as in this also they said that the overhead comprises of all indirect expenditure. Okay, according to CIMA of UK, and mean the CIMA means Cost Institute of Management Accountants of United Kingdom, defined that the aggregate of the aggregate of indirect material, indirect cost, indirect expenses, or indirect wages will be defined as, okay, as overheads. Okay, in the words of Wilton, okay, overhead may be defined as the cost of indirect material, okay, indirect labor, and such other expenses, including services, as cannot conveniently to be charged to a specific unit. Alternatively, overheads are all other than, okay, direct expenses. It is the above definition is clear that overheads are those expenses which are other than direct expenses. Direct expenses ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರಲ್ವೋ ಅದನ್ನೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ, overheads ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗೇನು overheads ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Okay, it is nothing but the indirect material plus indirect labor plus indirect expenses. It is nothing but it is overheads. Is it clear? Okay, so let's move on to the classification or the bifurcation of the overheads. Under the bifurcation of the overheads we are come across with, okay, on the basis of function we had divided, on the basis of elements we had divided, and on the basis of behavior. Okay, on the basis of this we had divided the cost. Okay, therefore, and the first one we're gonna come across with on the basis of function. Okay, on the basis of function means their activity. Okay, activity basis mele we had allocated the cost. Like first one we're gonna come across with production overhead, or factory overhead, or manufacturing overhead. These are all those overheads which are, incurred in order to produce a particular commodity. These are all those expenses which are incurred, okay, in the production unit. Like these are all those indirect expenses which are incurred in administrative services. Okay, on this bare functions we are allocated the cost. Now as we know that selling and distribution cost is the same. Okay, the expenses which are incurred indirectly in selling and distribution, okay, which will be come across with in this one. Okay, on the basis of elements, as you know that in the elements of cost only we had divided the cost into indirect material, indirect wages, indirect expenses. Okay, if you see the chart you'll get to know, and the bifurcation of the elements of cost we're gonna come across with, okay, we're gonna come across with this one. What is it? Bifurcation, we're gonna come across with a three concept, which is material, wages, and the expenses. Under the material we're gonna come across with direct material, indirect material. Under the wages we're gonna come across with direct wages and indirect wages. Under the expenses we're gonna come across with expenses, direct expenses, and indirect expenses. Is it clear? Okay, next one, on the basis of your behavior. Okay, on the basis of behavior, on the performing, okay, like for example, okay, on the basis of the behavior the cost will be allocated on the basis of behavior. Under that first one we're gonna come across with fixed overhead. The name itself state it is fixed in the nature. These are all those expenses, okay, which doesn't vary according to the production level. Okay, if the production level increase or decrease, the cost will be the same. Example for the fixed overhead is rent. Suppose if we have a production unit, okay, the rent, okay, which we are paying, okay, which will be called as, which will be the stagnant. If the production increases also, if the production decreases also, the rent won't be changed. Okay, okay, for example ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಶೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಓಕೆ, ನಾವೇನ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಓಕೆ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವ್ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾರಿ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ನೇಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ವೇರಿ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ production, which are fixed in the nature. Next we're gonna come across with variable overheads. Okay, the name itself states it's vary. Okay, it's vary, therefore it is the what is that, variable overheads, right? So it variable overheads are those which are all varies according to the production level. If the production increases, the cost increases. If the production decreases, the cost decreases. Okay, these are all called as variable overheads. Next we're going to come across with the partially, okay, it is nothing but semi variable or semi fixed overhead. For a certain extent it will be variable, and for a certain extent it will be the fixed. Okay, and according to the based on the production level it gonna vary. So is it clear? The classification is clear? The classification part is clear? If you have any queries, let me know. Okay, so in this chapter, okay, why we need overhead cost control? Okay, first and foremost, what do you mean by overhead cost control? Okay, on the overhead and cost control anta enak ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, in order to see which are all those indirect expenses which are affecting to a cost of a particular product. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಯಾವ ತರ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ವಿಲ್ ಗೋನಾ ಮೇಕ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ವಿತ್ primary distribution, secondary distribution, and also we had come across with the four methods. Okay, the first method is primary distribution, second method is secondary distribution, and the third one will be repeated redistribution. Okay, and the fourth one we're gonna come across with simultaneous equation method. Okay, it will be taught in the further classes, and it will be one of the important concept where we are damn sure question on it. Okay, and also one question among the four methods, okay, and one damn question is machine hour rate. Okay, it will be for 14 marks, and an important question and easiest question where you can yield a 14 marks from it. Okay, next one, allocation and apportionment. Okay, primary distribution. What do you mean by a primary distribution? In the primary distribution, okay, departmentalization of overheads, the distribution of overheads in the variable overheads. Okay, this is allocation on the basis of various department. On the basis of data available, we're gonna allocate the cost. For suppose, for example, if I'd incurred a factory cost or a lighting cost, okay, I'll allocate to the various production department. For example, I have production department A, production department B, production department C and D. Okay, I'll allocate on the basis of, okay, on the basis, we have a basis. We're gonna in further you'll get to know which are all those bases. We're gonna allocate, equally allocate, or on the basis of their cost, we're gonna allocate the various, okay, various costs to the various department. The primary departments, okay, that will be nothing but the primary distribution where you're gonna allocate only. In the secondary distribution, where you'll allocate, sorry, just a minute. Okay, see, in the primary distribution, we'll only allocate the cost to the production department. In the secondary distribution, we'll allocate the cost along with the service departments also. Okay, we'll get to know what do you mean by service department. In further you'll get to know. Okay, what do you mean by cost allocation? Okay, as I'm telling that allocation, okay, it is a process. See, it is a process, or it will be a, what is that? It is a process of I mean to say differentiate or segregate the various cost allocated to it to a various cost centers. Okay, like for example, the salary to a foreman in the production department can easily identified and allotted to the department. Okay, ಯಾವ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. Okay, next we're gonna come across with cost apportionment. Okay, it is the apportionment means allotment or assigning of the portion of overhead to the various cost center or cost entities. Okay, it means, for example, when we have a two or three departments or two or three cost centers, I'm gonna apportionate the cost on the basis of their previous year data or on the basis of equitable bias. Okay, or equitable basis, I'm gonna allocate the cost. Okay, suppose for example, salary of a general manager, okay, will be allocated to all the departments. Why? Because the general manager is not for it does not stick for a particular department. Is entirely he should look after the overall administration, so he should be apportionated on the equitable basis, or he should be allocated through equal basis ಅಲ್ಲಿ allocate ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Okay, so you have come across with a query. What is that? What do you mean by cost allocation? And what is the difference between cost allocation and cost apportionment? See, in the cost allocation is a direct process. Okay, so cost allocation ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Okay, in the cost apportionment is an indirect process. ಯಾವ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಯಾವ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವ್ನ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ indirect process in the nature. Next, cost allocation means charging the all item of the overhead to a particular department or a particular cost center. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಒಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಚ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಪೋರ್ಷನೇಟ್ ದ ಶೇರ್, ಓಕೆ, ಆಫ್ ಟು ಎ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್. Okay, next ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, the work of cost allocation is relatively simple when we compare it to cost apportionment. Okay, cost apportionment ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ cost allocation is very easy, where you can allocate the cost on the basis of this. Next, overheads. Okay, we're gonna come across with overheads into the first allocation. Okay, overheads are first allocated if possible. Okay, and it also only sorry, overheads are the first allocated per, just a minute, overheads are first allocated first if possible. Only if them, okay, cannot be allocated, they are apportionated. It means first is cost allocation, then it is cost apportionment. Okay, first to cost allocation mani, okay, it will be the next cost apportionment martira. Okay, now see this table. Okay, take a screenshot of this table. Okay, it is very useful. Okay, and on the basis of this only you're gonna do the problems. Okay, idra basis melene you're gonna solve the problems. Take a screenshot out of it. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಯಾವ ತರ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಅಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸಿ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್, ಸಿ ಒನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ವಿತ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್. Okay, I need to go through with the problem. Okay, see in this one first, okay, we're gonna come across with canteen expenses. Okay, canteen yaar provide ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ನಮ್ಮ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಗೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ತಾನೆ? ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನ್ ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ? ನಮ್ಮ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ. therefore it should be allocated on the basis of employees. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಅಲೋಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೇಜಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅವರ ವೇಜಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಟೈಮ್ ಕೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಈ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಐಡಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಐಡಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈ ತರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೇಜಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ. Next, we have general welfare expenses. Okay, we have general welfare expenses. Welfare facility yaru provide ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ತಾನೇ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಲೈಕ್ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನ್ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿಗೆ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಂಗೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲೇಡೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ರೀಚ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ರೀಚಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ where it is indirectly, okay, where is indirectly cost incurring to a production unit. Okay, so how it is done? So it is divided on the basis of number of employees. Next, workman's compensation. Okay, as you know that we have a workman's compensation act. Okay, this is also done through on the basis of number of employees and direct wages. Okay, now one, employers contribution. Keep in your mind, employers, it is not employee. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ HR. ಓಕೆ, HR contribution to ESI and PF will be, okay, number of employees or direct wages. Employee contribution ಯಾಪಂದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, employee contribution, it will depend upon the problem. ಓಕೆ, ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವುದು? ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್ contribution to ESI and PF. Okay, next we're gonna come across with next one. Okay, employee contribution. Okay, employee contribution will be done through direct wages. Okay, employee contribution done through direct wages. Next, ESI. Okay, ESI scheme. Okay, it is also done through number of employees or direct wages. Next, fringe benefits. What do you mean by fringe benefits? Okay, fringe benefits are those, like for example, for a top and means to say in a company we have this one, what is it, like company CEOs, okay, top level management people, they will be provided with a cook, okay, with a driver, or they are gonna come across with a gardener, okay, all this benefits, okay, which will be considered as fringe benefits. Okay, you will be studying in your sixth semester, I mean in your income tax, clearly in your next, in your final year. Okay, so just to know, fringe benefits means these are all those facilities which are provided by the company towards the employee or towards the top level management people. Next, supervision. Okay, why we need supervision? Means supervision are those, like for example supervisors. Okay, supervisors yarna supervise ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, they're gonna allocate on the basis of number of employees or direct wages. Next, we're gonna come across with personal office. Okay, it should be allocated on the basis of, okay, number of employees or direct wages. Next we're gonna come across with holiday pay. Okay, we're gonna pay the salaries to employees on the basis of number of employees or direct wages. Is it clear? Is it first part is clear? See, it is an important concept, okay, where you people need to know. Okay, on the basis of this only, you need to allocate the various cost. Is it clear? Okay, next one, general overhead. The general overhead will be direct labor hours or direct wages or machine hours. Okay, if they specified in the problem, we're gonna take. Okay, the first priority will be general overheads will be given in the form of direct labor. Okay, next we're gonna come across with the cost which is incurred to a machine or a value of assets. Like for example, depreciation of plant and machinery. Okay, depreciation of plant and machinery which will be charged on the basis of value of the asset or a cost of the asset, or hours. Okay, how many hours machine used. Okay, you know that the formula to calculate the depreciation is equal to original investment minus scrap value divided by estimated life of the project. Okay, in this problem you need not to calculate any, okay, you need not to calculate any depreciation, they will be provided in the problem, just you need to allocate. Okay, next we're gonna come across with repair and maintenance. Okay, repair and maintenance of the plant and machinery, therefore it should be allocated on the basis of cost of the asset or value of the asset or machine hours utilized or machine hours used. Okay, next we're gonna come across with insurance of plant. Okay, plant and machinery, it is also true, what cost of the asset or machinery hours. Okay, next insurance on stock. Okay, insurance of stock, insurance on stock which we're gonna come across with, okay, capital value of asset ಅಥವಾ or value of the asset ಇದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? we're gonna check it out with the problem. Okay, the required information we're gonna allocate the cost. Okay, next, sorry, just a minute. Insurance of stock is on the basis of, okay, on the basis of value of materials. Okay, value of materials. Okay, on the basis of value of materials we're gonna allocate the cost. Okay, next one, electric lighting. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, electric lighting, factory lighting, just lighting or general lighting. Okay, which all should be divided on the basis of first number of light points, floor area or hours used or number of units. Okay, light units. Okay, number of light units. Okay, was it clear? Next we're gonna come across with electric power. Okay, electric power, it should be allocated on the basis of HP of machine. HP means horsepower of the machine. Okay, where kilowatt per hour, or it should be divided on the basis of machine hour utilized. Next, steam internal transport, which should be done through consumption or potential consumption or technical estimates will gonna allocate the cost. Okay, so you're getting confused. What are all those this? Okay, why I need to know? Okay, you'll get an idea in further when we are solving with the problem. Okay, before going to the problem, is the concept is clear till here? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದ್ಯಾ? Is the concept is clear? Okay. Okay, next one we have heating. Okay, heating and air conditioning and fire prevention. It is all the basis of area occupied by the department. On this basis we're gonna allocate the cost. Now, okay, as you know that, okay, as I said, the department, okay, we have production department, okay, which will be in the form of A, B, C, D. Okay, in the service department it is like XYZ. In the problem only they'll specify these are all those production unit and these are all those service units. Okay, what do you mean by a production department? Okay, production department is the one engages with the actual manufacture of the product by changing the shape, or in common perceptive, in the layman's language. Okay, production department means conversion of finished or semi-finished or raw material into a finished goods. Okay, it is nothing but conversion of raw material to a finished goods, which is called as production department. Like for example, which are all those production departments? We have melting, okay, we have grinding, mixing, crushing, refining and weaving and the spinning departments. These are all those departments which are all incurred for the production purpose. Okay, is it clear? So production department means production department andre the cost, like for example conversion of raw materials to finished goods. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, raw materials ಇಂದ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, finished goods ಗೆ convert ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. Next, service departments. Okay, service departments are auxiliary departments which are not directly engaged in the production, which are all indirectly involved in the production. Okay, which are all indirectly involved in the production. Like service departments are those auxiliary departments which are all not directly engaged in the production but render the service to a various production department engaged in the actual production. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ they are all indirectly, okay, they are indirectly involved in the cost. Okay, next, which are all those production service departments? Like planning department, purchasing department, storekeeping department, okay, labor department, okay, accounts department, okay, line keeping department, powerhouse, manager office, repair and maintenance department. These are all those departments which gonna come across with the service department. Don't worry, okay, in the problem they will specify these are those, okay, production department, these are all those service department. Is it clear? Is the theory part is clear? Okay, the theory part is clear.